Welcome to NacaJourneyCA. My name is Will. Title of this video is NACA Step 1, How to Start the NACA Home Buying Process. Quick disclaimer before we get started. I am reading from a script during parts of this video because I want to make sure I give accurate information and don't miss any important steps. I appreciate your understanding. Also, I am not affiliated with or employed by NACA. I'm simply documenting and sharing my personal experience going through the NACA home buying process step by step. Now let's get into the first step. If you're thinking about using the NACA program to buy a home, but confused about where to even start, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact first steps of the NACA process directly on the website, screen by screen, and show you exactly what I did personally to get started. All right. So this is the main NACA homepage right here. One thing you'll immediately notice is NACA talks a lot about their mortgage benefits. Things like no down payment, no closing costs, no mortgage insurance, and no consideration of your credit score. But the main thing we're focused on today is getting started. Right here, you're going to click Take Your First Step. Now, this next page is basically the starting point for future homeowners. The important button right here is Get Started with a Workshop. And this workshop is required. Everyone has to complete this first before moving deeper into the process. Now, this is where the actual process officially begins. NACA explains the first step in the purchase program is signing up for the free Homebuyer workshop. They also explain this workshop is usually around 4 hours long, and it teaches you the details about the NACA program and the home buying process. This part here is important. Once you complete the workshop, you will receive your NACA ID, and that gives you the access into the member portal. And the member portal is where the real documentation process begins. Now, right here, you can choose between in person or online. I personally chose online because I can complete it at my own pace. You can also choose in person if there's a workshop near you. If you choose in person, you'll enter your zip code, choose your distance radius, and your language preference, and then search for available workshops near you. So this is pretty straightforward. But if you choose online, like I did, it takes you to the registration form. Now, this page is where you enter your basic information. You'll put things like your name, email, phone numbers, zip code, and some additional information. One thing I do want to point out right here is the number of attendees section. It looks like this goes up to 9 attendees. Now, from my understanding, if two people are planning to be on the application together, for example, spouse, partner, or co-borrowers, both parties will need to attend the workshop, and both parties would eventually need to provide their information during the process. It also asks things like whether you're working with an agent and whether you have Section 8 or housing assistance right here. Oops. So just make sure you fill this out accurately based on your situation. Once you complete this information, you hit save. This is where my experience started. After registering, I received an email confirming my workshop registration. Then I completed the online workshop, which took around 4 hours. Once I finished the workshop, I received a NACA ID, and that NACA ID is what allows you to log into the member portal and officially begin the qualification process. That's actually where I'm currently at right now in my own journey through the NACA process. So in the next video, I'm going to walk you through the member portal itself, show you the sections you'll need to complete, the documents that they ask for, and what happens before your first counselor meeting. If this helped you understand the first step of the NACA process, subscribe because I'm documenting the entire process in real time as I go through it myself. And again, I'm not a NACA representative. I'm simply sharing my personal experience to help others better understand the process. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next video.